Some traders today, they don't still have the knowledge about what is forex. You see, they still find it difficult about what is forex. So today I want to talk about what is forex. My name is Mikey Pips and welcome to my channel called Tradersway, where we talk about forex and how it goes in the financial market. So today I want to talk about forex. What is forex? Some traders, they don't know what is forex because of they just see somebody posting profits, making big amount of profit in the financial market. They decided to they want to join this thing without having the full knowledge of what they are about to join. So today I want you guys to stay to the end of this video. Stay to the end of this video to understand the meaning of forex and what is actually happening in this forex market you are about to enter. You understand? So today I want you to know what is forex. You see, if you check, this is my screen already. You can see it's already written on the screen displayed here. A question was asked, what is forex? And here, this is what he's saying. Forex means buying and selling from different countries to make profits. Buying and selling from different countries to make profit. What does that mean? It means that you are from USA or from Ghana or South Africa, any country you find yourself, and you wish to purchase something from another country, maybe a neighboring country or a country very far from you. The moment you purchase that thing, you buy that thing or you sell that thing, forex has come in. You understand? Because what made you to purchase that thing or buy that or sell that thing? Because of you actually want to make profits. You actually want to make profit. So anything that involves buying and selling, forex has already come in. Once you just say about buying and selling, forex has already come in. You understand? And let me give another example. You are in Nigeria today and you know for sure in Nigeria we use naira. You understand? And you want to have dollar notes, and you converted that your naira to dollar. The process of you converting that naira to dollar, you're actually buying dollar. That process is called forex exchange, foreign exchange, because of you converted naira to another currency that you don't have. Because if you actually have that currency, there's no need for you to convert it. You actually bought that currency because of you do not have it, and maybe you want to use it for a business use or something. That's the reason why you bought that currency. At that moment, forex has come in, foreign exchange has come in. That's the full meaning of forex, foreign exchange. Understand? So in this forex market, what are we buying and selling? I know some traders will be like, yes, okay, we know that now forex market means buying and selling. So in this forex market, what are we buying and what are we selling? Here is our chart. Here is the screen. You can see what we buy and sell in forex market. Is a question. What we buy and sell in forex market? You can buy anything in the forex market. Understand? You can buy shares. Understand? You can buy shares on any property you want to buy. Understand? In the forex market. But we traders, we have this particular mindset of buying one particular thing, which is currency pairs. Because anytime you hear about forex, what comes to people's mind will be like, yeah, they are trading another currency pairs. You see, so in forex market, what we are buying and what we are selling, the popular one we know is currency pairs, that me and you watching this video know. You see, so these currency pairs, we have two types of currency pairs. We have the major currency pairs and have the minor currency pairs. You see, the major currency pairs, these are the currency pairs that is being traded mostly in any country you find yourself. It's highly recommended in any country. Traders trade these currency pairs almost every day. That's why it's being called major, because every country they require, every country traders go for this particular pairs because of their high recommendation. You understand? So that's why they call them major. Why the minor currency pairs are those currency pairs that traders don't really put focus in it, unless the currency pairs belongs to their country or something. You see, so it's not really traded in every country. Some countries, some traders, they don't even look into those currency pairs because of they don't find anything useful using that currency pairs. You understand? So that's why it's being called minor currency pairs. So a question will come as a trader now watching this video. You'll be like, okay, we now know that we have two types of currency pairs, major and minor. What is an example of a major currency pairs? Example of a major currency pairs, you can see it on our screen here. You see we have euro, we have pounds, we have dollar. These are their abbreviation. You understand? These are the abbreviation. This is what you are going to see anytime you open your chart. That's why I just wrote the short abbreviation for you. We have euro, we have pounds, we have dollar. This GBP means Great British Pounds. There are so many more major currency pairs. You see, it's left for you to go and do research on that. While we have examples of minor currency pairs, which is New Zealand dollars, which is the NZD, New Zealand dollar. You see, this currency pair is owned by Zealand. Understand? They own this currency pair, New Zealand. So this is their currency pair, New Zealand dollar, which is NZD. We have Australian dollars, which is AUD. These are minor currency pairs. You have Canadian dollar, which is CAD. These are minor currency pairs. You understand? So these are the things. These are what we buy and sell in the forex market. These are what we buy and sell in the forex market. You can go and do research on other things you can buy in the forex market, because it's not just only for currency pairs, but the popular one that everybody know is that we buy and sell currency pairs in the forex market. Understand? Buying and selling of this currency pairs is not just by you just coming to the forex market, you use your money to buy. No, there are some process. Understand? You need to pass through, but we are going to get to that. First, I want you to have it in mind that in this forex market, there are many participants in this forex market. People that are participating in this forex market, it's not just only traders. You entering into this forex market now, you want to be a trader like me. You need to have the mindset that you are not the only one in this forex market. So who are the participants in the forex market? We have them on our screen. You can see the participant in forex market. We have the central banks, commercial banks, investors and traders, and the last one we have brokers. You see, these are the people that are participating in the forex market. I'm going to explain each of every one of them here. You see, the central banks, let me use for example now in Nigeria today. Now we have Central Banks of Nigeria, CBN. You see, where all the whole financial market thing is being done. You see, the currency note that we use is being printed there, and every other thing. You see, so this is where everything about the country financial stuff is being done. So it's called the central banks. You understand? So in this central bank, they are also participating in this forex market. You should not just think that it's only trader that is participating in this forex market. Even central banks participate in the forex market. We have commercial banks. Commercial banks are these banks that are under central banks. For example, in Nigeria today, we have banks like First Bank, GTB Bank, Eco Bank, and so on. You understand? These are commercial banks. They are under central banks. They also participate in the financial market, in the forex market. You understand? They participate in the forex market. So you need to have it in mind that these people are participating in this forex, in this financial market. They are your competitors. You understand? Just imagine yourself competing with central banks, commercial banks. You understand? To shows that this financial market is not just a side hustle, it's a real business. Is seriously a real business. Understand? We have investors and traders. The knowledge I have in this forex market is that I see it this way. I see forex like an ocean. You know, in the ocean we have different creatures inside of it. Different creatures inside it. We have the whale, we have the ray fish, we have sharks, we have tilapias, all these tiny fish. Understand? So the forex market is like an ocean. The whale and all these big fish are the financial banks and the central banks with the investors. Understand? These are the whales in the financial market. I call them whales because they are the big dogs in this financial market. Understand? So before anything goes on, they already know. Before it gets to we traders, they already know. They are already in charge of everything. You see? So we now as a traders, we are just like little fish inside an ocean trying to survive. You see? Inside an ocean trying to survive. So all these competitors that we have, we need to buckle up very well so that we can also be like them one day. You understand? Because they also started like us as we traders. They started like us before they reached that level today. So that's the thing. Investor, commercial banks and central banks are the big whales in the market. Have you ever asked yourself this question? Anytime I lose in the market, where is my money going to? Your money is going to another person's pocket. Another person's pocket. Your loss is another person's profit. You see, that's how this financial market is. Your loss is another person's profit. Okay, since your money is going to another person's pocket, that another person's pocket is which person? Then need to have it in mind that you are not the only one in this forex market, because you have competitors that are competing with you. They are praying for you to lose so that they will gain, and you are praying for them to lose so that you will gain. You see, so there's competition in the market. That's why I say as a trader, you need to study your risk management very well so that you can succeed in this forex market. So I've already explained the investors and traders. Now brokers, they are like third party. I say brokers stand as an intermediary between the financial market and us. Intermediary between the financial market and us. They stand in the middle so that they give us access for us to access the financial market, because without them we cannot access the financial market. You cannot be competing with central banks, commercial banks, investors. You as a minor trader, you cannot be competing with them. So the brokers help us to have access in the financial market, for us to also have a role in the financial market. So they stand like intermediate. They help us execute our market for us. You understand? They help us execute our market for us. So that's the function of a broker. A brokers. Understand? That's the function of a broker. So these are the participants in the forex market. So now let's go back to what we buy and sell in the forex market. We all know that we buy currency pairs in the forex market, but how can we buy these currency pairs? It's not just by you carrying your money straight to the financial market. Definitely you are going to lose, but there are some process you need to pass through so that you won't lose in this financial market. The process are called analysis. The process is called analysis, sorry. So analysis means you going into the financial market, you read news, you check your charts. It's just like you looking left and right before you cross the road. That's just the full definition of analysis. You understand? So in the forex market, analysis is very, very much important. Why? Because it helps you and guide you for you not to make mistake. Understand? For you not to make mistake. Types of analysis we have. We have fundamental analysis. You can see it here. Fundamental analysis, technical analysis, sentimental analysis. I'm going to explain each of every one of them. What is fundamental analysis? Fundamental analysis, this is analysis whereby you as a trader, you go into the forex news, maybe your forex factory, or maybe through anywhere, Google News or anywhere, you read about the financial market. Understand? About the financial market, what is happening globally. Understand? You have it, then you use your, because of what the news is giving you, use the news to analyze what is going to really happen in the financial market. That is fundamental analysis. Understand? You are using those news that you got from Google News, TikTok, anywhere you find the news, Instagram, YouTube, anywhere you found the news. You're using it to analyze the financial market. And those news are like war, financial crisis. You understand? You see, all those news are the news that affects the market. So you read all this news and you foretell what really happen in the financial market. That is fundamental analysis. We have technical analysis. Technical analysis, this is the process whereby you use tools in the forex chart. Understand? You use the forex chart called trading view. Inside this trading view, there are some tools that are there that you can use to analyze the chart and know the direction of the market, what the market is going to play out today or tomorrow. Like you can see, for example, all these are my tools. I'm already in trading view already. These are my tools. So these are the tools we use to analyze the forex market. You see, that is technical analysis. No fundamentals. You are not going anywhere to read any news. You just use all these tools, and these tools direct you what's really happening in the financial market. Why sentimental analysis is you combining the two together. What I mean by combining the two together, you combine both forex and you combine both fundamentals and technical analysis all together. You understand? You checking the news and also using the tools to know the direction of the market. So this is how you go about buying and selling. It's not just by entering into the market and buy. You pass through this process. You need to master any of these three. Then you cannot go in to buy and sell in the financial market. Hope you guys understand everything about forex market. So some people will ask this question: if forex is a scam, some people they call it gambling. As a trader entering into the financial market, have it in mind that forex is not a scam. Forex is not a side hustle. It's not a side hustle. Forex is actually a lifetime business, a full lifetime business. It's not a side hustle, it's not a scam. Forex has been in existence for ages. Understand? Forex has been in existence for ages, for over a long time. Before we knew about it now, it has been long. And forex is not going to ever end until there won't be something like central banks central banks. There won't be something like commercial banks again. There won't be something like currency pairs again. There won't be something like anything called financial stuff. You won't use money for anything again. That's where you are going to know that okay, there won't be anything like forex. But if all those things are still in existence, for sure forex is still in existence. Forex is not going to ever end. Forex will never end. So you need to have it in mind that forex is real. It's a legit business, not a side hustle. You calling it a side hustle, you are making a big mistake. That sentence is wrong. Forex is a big business. You understand? A very big business that have changed many lives. Some people they have lived their degree and focus on this thing for lifetime. You understand? So it has changed many lives, and I hope and I pray it's going to also change your life too. You see, we traders we are going to succeed in this journey by the grace of God. Understand? So need to also have it in mind that forex is not gambling. Some people will be like forex is like sporty bets. Forex is not gambling. You don't gamble in the market. You only gamble in the market when you don't have the knowledge. That is why it's good for you to have the foundation first, because a house cannot stand without a good foundation. You can't just build a house on top of the air. Then you must lay the foundation. You need to dig the ground, you put blocks and everything before the house will stand. You can't just enter into forex market and you expect to be rich within 2 days. No, you need to have the foundation. Understand the process in the financial market before you enter into this financial market. So it's not gambling. When it's gambling is when you just enter into the market and you want to be rich overnight. Instead for you to manage your risks very well, you start doing full margin. Yeah, you don't have pity for your capital. You want to be rich overnight. At that process you are gambling. You see, at that process you are gambling. But when you take it step by step, you follow the process, you do your technical analysis very well, you study your risk management, you follow the rules of forex market. At that process you are going to enjoy this market and you are going to know forex is not gambling. Understand? And I want to also tell you traders watching this video, watching the end of this video, I want to tell you traders that this forex market is 24 hours open. 24 hours open from Sunday evening to Friday evening. Understand? From Sunday evening to Friday evening. You see, so it's always open from Sunday evening to Friday evening. You see, so during Monday to Friday you can trade the financial market. You see, so this is how forex operates. This is everything you need to know about what is forex. So if you find this video helpful and you find it educative, I want you to follow this channel, click the like button and subscribe to this channel. Share this video to your loved ones. I want you to stay tuned for my next video. Thank you.